Welcome dear students in Pharmaceutics First practical session. Myself Mrs. Darshana Sandeep Shinde. Today we deal with the experiment number 35. Title of our today's experiment is to prepare and submit one magnesium oxide capsule USP. Here we today prepare the one capsule only. Learning outcomes and one extra capsule also. Learning outcomes: after watching this video, students are able to develop intellectual skills such as to understand the concept of unit solid dosage form, to understand the advantages of capsule, to understand the different techniques involving in the filling of the capsule, to develop the motor skill such as skill for calculating and weighing the diluent required for filling of the capsule, skill for sealing of capsule, skill for cleaning and polishing of capsule. Then we see some new concept regarding what is meant by enteric coated capsule. Enteric coated capsule these are specially used prepared for disintegrated into the intestine. Then sustained release capsule, these are delay release capsule, or these are used for the slow release of the drug. Then rectal capsule in a rectal route, they are used in the rectal route. Then capsule containing ophthalmic ointment, these are for the eye purpose or instill the drug into the eye cavity. Then encapsulation, bioavailability, cohesion. Then we see the preposition 1. Magnesium oxide capsule is the hard gelatin capsule. Then types of gelatin. These types are gelatin. First is the hard gelatin capsule and the soft gelatin capsule. Then we see the theory regarding the capsule. Introduction to the capsule. Capsule is a solid unit dosage form in which drug or the drugs with or without excipients are enclosed in a hard or a soft water soluble shell or a container of a gelatin of any other suitable substances, that is, it is made up from the cellulose derivatives. Capsules are the solid unit dosage form. Then we see the classification of the capsule. Capsule: hard gelatin capsule, soft gelatin capsule, modified release capsule, this is the newest form, and enteric coated capsule. Enteric coated capsule for the enteric release, or they are released into the intestine. Then we see the hard gelatin capsule. Hard gelatin capsule shell used in the most commercial medicated capsule. The empty capsule shell are made of gelatin blends like plasticizers and preservatives. They can be clear, colorless, essentially tasteless, or they may be colored with the various approved dyes made opaque by adding agents such as titanium dioxide. Titanium dioxide is used for to prepare our capsule opaque. The hard gelatin capsule shell are made up of the sections like cap and body. Hard gelatin capsule have the cap and the body. This is the body, this is the cap. Then we see the different capsule size. Empty gelatin capsule are manufactured in various length, diameter and capacities. The size selected for use is determined by the amount of filled material to be encapsulated. The bulk density and compressibility of the fill will largely determine to extent it may be packed into the capsule shell. For human use, empty capsule ranging from 000 size, that is highest size, and size 5 is the smallest size, are commercially available. 000 size contain 950 mg of the drug, 00 contain 650, 0 size contain 450 mg of the drug, size number 1 of capsule contain 300 mg of drug, 2 size contain 250 mg of drug, capsule number 3 size contain 200 mg of drug, 4 number of the capsule contain 150 mg of the drug, and 5 number of the capsule is smallest one which contain the 100 mg of the drug, and these are the volumes. Large capsules are available for the veterinary use. Mostly the large capsule 000 size are mostly prepared for the veterinary use. Then we see the development of formulation and selection of the capsules. That is, the goal is to prepare a capsule with the accurate dosage form, good bioavailability, easy to fill, production, stability and elegance. Then in a dry formulation, the active and inactive component must be blended throughout to ensure an uniform powder. This can be achieved by size reduction, effective blending. A diluent as a filler may be added to formulation to produce a proper capsule fill volume. Lactose, microcrystalline cellulose, starch are commonly used as a diluent. Apart from the provoking bulk, these materials provide the cohesion to the powders. Disintegrating agents are also added in the formulation to facilitate the breakup and distribution of the capsule content. This is the filling of the hard gelatin capsule by hand filling, by semi-automatic device or automatic device. In a laboratory, we fill the capsule by the hand filling machine or by hand filled. Then cleaning and polishing of the capsule. Small amount of the powder may adhere to the outside of the capsule after filling. This should be removed by rubbing them with the clean gauze or a cloth. On large scale, capsule filling machine are affixed with the vacuum cleaning arrangement so that to remove the extraneous material, that is dusting or the drug. These are the diagram which shows the capsule manufacturing. In this way, in the milling machine, different ingredients are added, then these are blend, these are sent to the capsule filler, and in the capsule filler, this is the capsule filling machine in which empty capsules are placed and on which powder blends are added to it, and in that capsule filler drug is filled into the cap and body, and after that it will be closed out. Then clean the capsule. Then this is the capsule there is the capsule inspection screen where we can see the proper filling capsules. If the capsules are not properly filled or properly sealed one, they are removed. A capsule checking weighing system, and those capsules are not properly sealed or they are not have a proper weight of drug content. They are rejected one, and finished capsules are separated one and finally sent to the packaging. Then the soft gelatin capsule, second type of the gelatin which is preferred. Soft gelatin capsules may be oblong, oval and round shape. They may be single colored, may be imprinted with the identifying marking. Example of it, 7 Ps, Pudin Hara. Soft gelatin capsules are used to encapsulate the liquid, suspension, paste materials, dry powders and preformatted tablets also. Soft gelatin capsules are pharmaceutically elegant, are easily swallowed. Soft gelatin capsules do not have the cap and body. These are the two halves and that can be sealed during filling of the drug. This is the some shapes of the soft gelatin capsule. This is the in a single operation or in single operation there is a drug filling and sealing of capsule can be done. Then we move toward the apparatus required for today's experiment, that is white tiles for mixing, but we use our laboratory stand or laboratory table for that purpose. Then thick cloth for polishing of the drug, spatula, mortar and pestle, electronic balance. Then we move toward the formulation table. Formulation table contains the ingredient of the drug, quantity given, quantity taken and use of the ingredient. Ingredients name is magnesium oxide and lactose. Magnesium oxide for 250 mg. This quantity for the 5 capsules. Lactose can be calculated by Z minus Y. We can see later how it can be calculated. We calculated it. For that purpose, we calculate the formula or factor. Factor can be calculated by quantity required upon quantity given, that is 1 upon 5 is 0.25. By this 0.25 we can multiply the drug and we ultimate the quantity of for the 1 capsule. Magnesium oxide is used as an antacid or laxative. Lactose is used as a diluent. We can see how can we get the 8 gram later. Then stepwise procedure. Light magnesium oxide is a bulky. On exposure to air, it rapidly absorbs the moisture and carbon dioxide. Weight the required quantity of all ingredients. Mix them thoroughly in a mortar and pass through the sieve number 20 for proper mixing. Make a rectangular block of the powder on a butter paper. Divide it into the two equal portion. Fill each portion in a capsule. Seal the capsule, clean and polish the capsule. Perform uniformity test of weight variation on two capsule. Perform the weight disintegration on test on the two capsule and rather submit it into the container. After disintegration, there will be the no capsule for remaining for us. Then we move toward the calculations. How we can calculate Z minus Y and lactose quantity. Lactose per capsule, it can be calculated by weight of the empty capsule, that is X, we can measure it, and 250 milligram of magnesium oxide in a capsule in a weight, that is Y milligram, and fill the empty specific space after filling magnesium oxide with the lactose so that powder is tightly filled, that is Z, and lactose required for the capsule is Z minus Y, and we ultimately get the 8 milligram of the lactose. Category of today's preparation is antacid and osmotic laxative. Dose, dose as a antacid is 300 to 600 milligram, and whenever you use the as a laxative, its dose is 2 to 4 gram. Then we move toward the laboratory for actual practical session. Welcome in a laboratory session. Today we prepare the magnesium oxide capsule USP. For that we require the chemicals lactose and magnesium oxide. We already measured that. The formula is given for the 5 capsule, but today we prepare only the 1 capsule. But as per the procedure, we take one more quantity or quantity for one more extra capsule. We take 50 milligram of magnesium oxide and we take a lactose QS quantity, which will be calculated by the formula Z minus Y, where the X is the empty capsule's weight, Y means the 250 milligram of magnesium oxide capsule's weight, and Z is the difference between that, and we calculated by the Z minus Y. We ultimately get the almost 2.5 milligram of lactose here. Then this is the sieve number 20. These are the empty shells or empty capsules. This is the polishing cloth paper, mortar and pestle for proper mixing. Then let's start the procedure. We mix the ingredient, and for proper mixing we use the mortar and pestle. Then we pour this powder into the sieve number 20. Then we divide this our sieve powder into 2 equal parts and fill up it into the capsule. This is the body portion. This is the hard gelatin capsule. That's why it contains the cap and body. We pour the powder into the body portion. Though in a practical we use only 2 capsules, that's why we do not use the capsule filling machine. We fill it manually. Then little bit portion of a drug is also fill into the cap also. and then this cap and body portion we fit it one another, press it one for proper locking. In this way second capsule can also be filled. In this way we fill drug into the two capsules, then pour this capsule or take this capsule on a polishing cloth and polish it to remove the dust. These are our capsules. See, these are our capsules ready for the use, and we fill it into the wide mouth container. Though we prepared in a laboratory, if it is prepared in a industrial scale, it should be packed in a aluminum foil paper or a strip packaging. Then we move towards the observation and evaluation table. After goes through the stepwise procedure into the laboratory, we move toward the observation and evaluation table. It should contain name of preparation. Our name of preparation is magnesium oxide capsule USP. Its description is polish without brittle appearance. It's confirmed. Weight variation as per USP. We confirm that test. Disintegration time, that is maximum 15 minutes. We also confirm that test. Then we move toward the labeling of the formulation. Labeling should be done as first of all, at the top, name of our preparation, that is magnesium oxide capsule USP. Then each capsule contain ingredients quantity, magnesium oxide 50 mg and lactose QS, here we calculated by Z-Y. And category, antacid, osmotic laxative. Storage, store in a tightly closed container. Dose, as an antacid it should have a 300 to 600 mg, and as a laxative it has a dose 2 to 4 gram. Then some manufacturing details like manufacturing license number, manufacturing batch number, then manufacturing date, expiry date, maximum retail price, and at the bottom name and address of the manufacturer should be mentioned. In this way label can be written. Then the next is the result. Result can be written as, here we perform the one capsule, quantity required for the one capsule, but we can actually we can made one capsule extra for the disintegration and weight variation test also. But result can be written as one number of capsule of magnesium oxide USP can be submitted in a tightly closed container with the neat label. Then we move toward the question answer session. The first question is, if the average net content of a capsule is 425 mg, what deviation in terms of milligram will be allowed so that it passes the uniformity of the weight as per IP? And the answer is, capsule passes the test if the weight of the individual capsule falls within the 90 to 110% of the average weight. That means 10% of uniformity of the weight as per the IP, so that 425 mg capsule has the deviation in terms of the milligram will be the plus or minus 42.5 mg. For the 100 it is the 10%, and our drug is 425. For 100 it is 4.2, and for the for 100 its deviation is allowed 4.2, and for the 420 mg its deviation is 42.5 milligram. And the next question is, state the limit of the disintegration time of the magnesium oxide capsule. Magnesium oxide capsule is a hard gelatin capsule, and it has the disintegration time 30 minutes, and for soft gelatin capsule the disintegration time is it should be disintegrate within the 1 hour. Then the next question is, name the diluent used in the preparation of the magnesium oxide capsule, and the answer is the lactose is a diluent is used in the magnesium oxide capsule. Then the next question is, which capsule size is recommended if the average net content of the drug along with the excipient is 650 milligram. If the average net content of the drug along with the excipient is 650, then the recommended capsule size is 000 size contain the 650 milligram of the drug. And then the next question is, state the category of magnesium oxide capsule. Magnesium oxide capsules category is antacid and as a osmotic laxative. Then the next question is, write the disintegration test for enteric coated capsule. Enteric coated capsule disintegration test can be performed. Put the tablet in distilled water for a 5 minutes and dissolve the coat. Put in a simulated gastric fluid or for 2 hours for emptying time. Put it again into phosphate buffer which pH is maintained at 6.8 for 1 hour. Then if one or more 2 tablets fail to disintegrate, repeat it on 12 tablets or 12 capsules. So the 16 capsule should be disintegrate. If more than 2 capsules fail to disintegrate, reject that batch. This method is same for the tablet also and capsule also. These are enteric coated capsules are made to disintegrate into the stomach. That's why these some different stages involved in the disintegration test. Then enumerate the general evaluation test for the capsule. General evaluation tests are content uniformity, disintegration test, weight variation test, dissolution test, and moisture permeation test. Thank you very much for attending my practical session.